Scentland, the land of scent. Hello and welcome, it's Chris back with yet another fragrance review, and again I'm standing in front of an opera house, this time in Vienna, Austria. Last time I did that in Philadelphia, United States, and I was reviewing the 1999 release of Luciano Pavarotti at the time. You know, the one that smelled of smoked prosciutto. Loved it. This time I'm doing the original 1994 release of Luciano Pavarotti, done by the nose of David Appel, who has created some great fragrances for Alfred Sohn, Joe Malone, Boss Number 9. He's a very busy nose, very busy parfumeur, and obviously has done a great job here for the house of Luciano Pavarotti, the famous Italian opera singer. We all know him, right? We all know. If not, look him up. He's passed away, but he was a genius of the opera and actually a tremendous human being as well. What a great man who enjoyed life at its fullest at all times, and he had one of the most brilliant voices ever. Okay, this is why we're standing here in front of the Vienna Opera House, because obviously Luciano Pavarotti was the maestro, the giant of the opera, and very modern guy as well. Mixing sometimes opera, inviting new people, new artists into the genre, right? But coming back to the fragrance, how does it smell like? It smells very classy, obviously. If I had to compare it to something, I would say it's a cross between the 1974 Givenchy Gentleman and the 1985 Boss Number 1. Why? It has the patchouli and the honey of both mixed in a way, or blended in a way that is even more appealing, more modern, and it's somehow, as I say, more appealing, and it has some depth to it that is still somehow refreshing as well. This is why I could like to compare it to Boss Number 1 as well, the honey there, because that one is refreshing as well. This is refreshing, but in a very classy way still. Remember, it's the year 1994, right? So it's still very much the, you know, reflecting on to the 70s and 80s, is carrying still that DNA of those times. But as I say, to me it's a bit modern. There's some floral notes in there, some benzoin in there, which makes it a bit more shiny, a bit more appealing, as I say, a bit more bright. It's definitely very uplifting. But what I have to say at the same time, it's a very formal fragrance to me. Maybe a weekend fragrance, maybe, but barely. It's a very formal fragrance. You have to dress up for it. So you have to bring across some stylishness, really some elegance, some clothing that match this. You cannot wear this with your joggers and all that stuff, right? This is something for a night out. This is something going to the opera. This is something formal. A nice dinner, nice lunch at the weekend, yes, but maybe visiting your parents-in-law or something, where you want to impress your father-in-law, right? Perfect fragrance for that. But also fragrance just for yourself, because it's really deep. It's really for those who like classy fragrances along the veins of which I have mentioned already. This is an absolute stunner, total masterpiece by David Appel. One of my favorite classy fragrances ever. Performance is tremendous. 3 sprays, you know, last you the entire day. Really, ask my wife, she doesn't like it that much. The other day we went to the park with this one. I sprayed on about 5 sprays, and the whole park was kind of, you know, emptying, because I was, you know, bringing this stuff so strongly across to the botanic that, you know, flowers started to decay. You know, it was a bit too much. So what I want to say with that is, be careful when applying. Don't over apply. Okay. Nevertheless, for the right occasion, for the right person, the right dress up, right venue maybe, it's a perfect fragrance, and it's, to me, definitely in the top 10 of all-time classic fragrances. Rarely available. This is 125 ml Eau de Toilette. I was able to get one. It's still sealed. I'm not gonna open it up. I'm so sorry for you guys. I have another bottle at home that I use. That's open one, obviously. But if you want to check out how it looks, it's a bit bulky, big, glass bottle with the name Luciano Pavarotti written in the same fonts across the bottle. If you want to check out the start of the video, you can see in the main title, you can see the bottle there. Very happy owner. I got this here from my favorite spot of classic fragrances, Le Visage in Vienna. It was the last bottle, so sorry again there for you. But I tremendously love it for those special occasions, and when I need to also convince my wife that this is the right fragrance for the right occasion. Great patchouli, great honey, great benzoin, extremely classy, just like the genre of opera, just like the maestro of the opera, the great late genius Luciano Pavarotti. Viva Pavarotti, viva Vienna, tschüss.